Osama bin Laden Lakem, everybody. It is episode 369 of my podcast, Suicide Logs. This is episode 369. The date is Friday, April 4th, 2025. It is 8:39 in the morning, and I'm not feeling good. Like, not mentally, but just physically. I'm feeling kind of sick. I'm feeling all right. Like I'm probably gonna skateboard today. I've got baseball to coach, and I feel really good mentally. We're just gonna jump right into it and talk about my mental health, I guess, and just yeah. I don't want to kill myself. I not at all. Like 0% thoughts of killing myself. Maybe there's maybe there's a little bit more. Maybe there's like a 1 or 2% in there, but I don't know what it is. Maybe one out of the 2%, one of it is just curiosity. What happens when I die? The other percent is just not fearing death. Like I could die in the middle of this podcast. I could choke on something and just die, and it's not all right. It's not all right with me, but it's more of like a accepting. I don't know. I don't really have anything planned. There were some things that I was kind of thinking about in my head that I probably wanted to tweet or whatever. Um, but we're just gonna try to dump as much of my brain on the internet as much as I can here. Um, yeah, feeling sick. I feel my throat kind of closing up a little bit. Pause. Um, I signed up for the gym. I signed up for a commercial gym, guys. 24-hour fitness and it's not even 24 hours at this one, and I think I think I could go into other gyms. I don't know. Um I signed up with my girl. My girl's the boss. I was like, you know what? Put it on your credit card if you want to be held accountable for this, because she's the one who really wants to work out. And even thinking about, I was like, dude, I may not have a bench press and like real heavy weights at home, but I still believe in just doing push ups, jumping rope, hitting the bag, skateboarding. Like, I think I get enough physical activity as it is. So I'm basically just paying for weights, and my money is her money. So we just spent money on weights, I guess. I mean, it was like $400 for the first year, and then basically let's just see how the first year goes. That's just how I'm thinking of it. And my mouth feels weird. I need to take a sip of some water. I have no coffee in me. I am hungry, but I'm about to get some coffee, and I'm gonna try to eat after this podcast. I'm fasting. Like I said, it's probably like 8:40 right now, and this fast is not going by fast. It's fucking. I'm hungry, but yeah, dude, I went in there Thursday night. I thought it would be somewhat slow. It was so fucking busy. Hey, my cat's bullying the dog. Don't do that. Don't be a bully. Don't be a bully. Take a picture. Look at that. Well, you can't look at it, but my cat just scared the fucking dog away. Stop it, guys. Be friends. Sometimes I leave the cat and dog home alone all day. Just want like what if they be fighting? I come home, one of them's dead. I don't think it's possible for one to kill the other. Like maybe just a cat would scratch the eye of my dog. That's like the worst thing that could happen. But I think my cat's a pussy and will just run away and hide somewhere where the dog can't get him. But anyways, yeah, I walk into this gym. It's hella fucking heads in here, dude. I swear it felt like there was 100 fucking people working out. And you just felt the must. You just felt the toxic masculinity. And it just, I don't know, man. Like, saw these YNs, all swelled up and all fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? They they got the pump in. Everybody got the pump in. Everybody looks fucking swollen in there. And it just reminds me of when I was younger, you know? And I mean, I feel like I kind of somewhat look the same when I was younger. My weight hasn't changed much or whatever. Right now I'm sitting at about 140. So I'm a little heavier, but I think it's just the mindset. I think it's just the mindset of when I was a YN, or a YA if you may, young Asian. Somebody tried to check me. They're like, how dare you say YN? Do you know what YN even stands for? I was like, yeah, dude. Youngin. Duh. Stupid. Like OG, original gangster. Why a youngin? So I don't know why everybody's getting upset about that. They need to check themselves. And yeah, I just remember being a youngin, just a YA, getting my pump on at like 22 years old, and just feeling the ego trip of like, look how swollen I look, and thinking I was different. And I would go to the gym, and it's just everyone around is just fucking swollen. It's just they're all alone. They all look mad and shit. And then there's like the groups of friends that are getting swole together that are having fun. That's cool. But it just at the end of the day, nobody fucking cares. And I guess maybe it's just my head. Maybe there are some people that get swole for themselves and they don't care. I could see that. I think a lot of it is just the way you dress too. If you're showing up and you're wearing a shirt that's way too small for you, or something. But that's it. I'm gonna get some coffee, dude, before I start fucking mixing my words up. Oh man, what day is it? It's April 4th? Yeah, man. I've been I've been off of work for like 5 days, man. Today's Friday. I've been off of work for 5 days, and for the first 2 nights, maybe even 3 nights off of work. No, I think it was the first 2 nights. I was having dreams about work. I fucking hate having dreams about work. And then my girl's supposed to go back to work. My wife, let me just say that, yeah, I got married. I don't really want to put too much of my business out there. Even though I'm talking about what's going on in my head, we haven't talked about important things in the news like tariffs and shit like that, or whatever whatever it is people are worrying. Sorry, just getting the animals some water. Said something about getting married. Oh, my wife went to work today, and I still have a few more days until I gotta go to work. And I set my alarm as if I was going to work or something. And I was like, I'm just gonna wake up and I'm just gonna fucking podcast or something. I think I had to wake up with her. I didn't fucking know. I wanted to go to the gym. I want to go to the gyms in the morning. She wants to go after work. If you're listening to this, let me know. Like, what's better? I think working out in the morning is better. It's a great way to start your day. You have more energy. I feel like after work, no matter what you're doing, whether it's a physical job or just fucking greeting people at Walmart all day, standing around, you're gonna be mentally drained, and you're just not gonna have as much power. You want to have as much power as possible when you're lifting these weights. I did 25 push-ups yesterday. 2 5. That's a lot. That's more push-ups than some people do in their whole life. All right, time to stop exaggerating here. I've got a rain. I'm gonna have this cup of coffee after the podcast. We're just gonna sit around and eat some food, and I don't know, maybe get a skate in or something. I really don't know. Uh, I don't know what trick I want to battle. I don't know if I even want to battle a trick or just kind of catch some waves. I don't know. We're getting some coffee here. A little bit more creamer. And yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm distracted. But once I sit down, we're gonna just talk about what we need to talk about, and we'll get through it, guys. We're gonna get through this. Basically, I had another dream about work, and I think it's because my girl was going to work. I had a dream I went to work, knowing that I was off or something, and I was just like, "Fuck it," you know. Let's just go. And the second I fucking went to work, I regretted it. And I think it's because I did that last year. Last year, I took Valentine's Day off. Either that or I just had it off. And I know I took the day after Valentine's Day off. And then I showed up to work not knowing that I had it off. And people were like, "What are you doing here?" And it was too late. I checked the calendar. I had paid time off, PTO, but it was too late. I was just like, all right, just save the PTO then. I completely forgot that I scheduled that I wanted the day after Valentine's Day off. I don't know. Anywho, let's talk about myself again. Yeah, we got married April 1st, April Fools. Um, that wasn't the original plan. We always kind of wanted to get married somewhere around October or um, it was mainly that. The first original idea was October. Um, and then talks came into the end of March. The 30th is a special day for us. Um, and then just I don't know. You're like, you know what? April Fools is kind of we're fools. It's kind of a good day, so we did it. All right, guys. That first sip feeling. Give me a second. I'm in the sun. I've got the sun beaming on me from my window, and I'm just gonna take this sip right here. Hopefully, it burns the fucking phlegm in my throat. I didn't really taste that. Man, am I getting sick? No good, man. No good. Ah, one more. No good. I don't know if it's like allergy pills or what. Ah, no good. Ah, I took a picture of my animals. Oh man. Hold on. The dog is not looking. The dog's eyes are closed. I want them to look cute. Chickies, look this way. There we go. That's a good picture. That's a good picture. Send this to my loved ones. Yeah, and I didn't tell anybody I was getting married. I didn't tell any of my friends. I guess my girl did eventually. She told some coworkers. Um, the only person that I told was my parents, and then my mom leaked it to other. If you can't even it be your own mother. She didn't know it was an accident. She didn't know that I wanted to keep it private, and just going into this year in January, people were like, "Oh, you got any plans this year?" And I was like, "Not really. The only plan I really got is getting married." And even with that, it was kind of annoying. Uh, you know, I don't know if it was January or December where I told like a handful of people, I'm thinking about maybe we'll get married in like Niagara Falls or something like that, or and then like 2 months go by, or within like a month or two, people are just kind of like, "What happened to that? What happened? Are you doing it? What happened to that?" You just kind of mentioned it, and I don't know. I'm sure they don't mean anything by it, but it just made me kind of be like, I don't really want to tell people things anymore. And I guess that it was going to kind of go into the podcast, but I don't know. I used to not really understand why people were how do the YN say it, low key, and they kept to themselves, and they I always found that kind of like insecure, or people had something to hide, you know? Like when you go on somebody's Instagram, you don't know shit about them. It's just like five pictures throughout the last 10 years of just like, here's a picture of me fishing, here's a picture of traveling, and and then no mentions of, by the way, I've got a fucking son or something, you know? So, but now I kind of get it in when I look at it the way how I've been looking at lately. And I never really believed in this kind of stuff. And I still kind of don't. I just do it for insurance purposes. Um like I didn't want to tell anybody I was getting married because I just felt like, if fuckers are like envious or whatever, and they kind of give you like that negative energy of like, I don't know. There's even been some people that are just kind of like, have a smart ass remark, I guess. And it's other people. It shouldn't really let it get to you. And you only have so much power over it. But I guess you never know. You never know like if something fucked up is happening to you in your life, and maybe it's just because somebody you barely even know put a fucking hex on you or something. Put that negative energy out there. And I don't know how much I believe in that, but I don't know. I'm just open to it. So yeah, I didn't tell. So if anything bad happens in my marriage, um, it's my girl's fault. It's my girl's fault because she told other people. Um, I mean, there's some people in my family that know, so I don't know. That's a joke. That's a joke. I've been writing some jokes down. I kind of want to do stand up. I don't even want to say that I miss doing the podcast. I've taken some time off, I think. It's been like 2 weeks or something, and I haven't thought about the podcast at all. And I thought about how corny it would be if I were to get up on here and be like, I miss you guys. I miss doing this. Like, yeah, I fucking miss sitting down, speaking into a microphone to myself. It's just, I feel like I get right now in my life, I get what I need out through just social interactions, whether it's fucking just my family, my friends, or even just random people. And shit, I might even do more socializing when I go to this gym, dude. I bet there's gonna be a bunch of people that I know. Oh shit, you go here now? And it's just I don't know. But I think I think I think who knows? I know how to find out though. I think doing the podcast does help me. Even though I'm not craving it or saying I miss it. Because you can only listen to people for so much, that's a thing. Like I'm not craving friends or anything. I kind of like internet friends because when you're internet friends with somebody, you kind of don't have to listen. I guess you don't have to listen in real life either. But it's so much more comfortable when somebody sends you like a long paragraph and you're just like, I'm not reading this. as opposed to in person, whether it's like a family member or somebody that's supposed to be important in your life and they're just fucking yapping and you just turn off, dude, and you're just kind of waiting for them to stop talking because they're talking about absolute nonsense. It's not interesting, or it's something you've already fucking heard before, you know? It I never it's really rare where I talk to somebody and I'm like, "Oh, I never thought of it that way." It happens. But there's a lot of people you meet where you're just like, "Oh, this guy's fucking surface level, dude." Or this lady, this guy, this lady. And you just build this shit in your head like how fucking uncomfortable is it? It must be nice maybe. It must be nice to just not have any depth to you and you just talk about fucking the world being flat possibly, you know? Or these fucking tariffs, you know? Tariffs, dude. I didn't know what the fuck that word was until 3 months ago, until they started talking. Let's be real. Tariffs. It sounds close to terrorists, dude. Tariffs are the new terrorists. And it's just, what the fuck is complaining about it gonna do about anything, you know? Literally. What can you do about it? What can we do besides just fucking spend more money? And it's like the stock market, dog. It's like the stock market. What's up? What's up? Do you guys want to go outside? Or you guys are just getting some stuff? Stop bullying your sister. Stop terrorizing. Yeah, dude, my throat feels like shit. I'm hoping it's just allergies. Oh, man. Forgot I was doing the podcast for a fucking second. So yeah, I guess I understand not telling people shit anymore, and it feels good. Um, I've already kind of had my mindset though. If I were to have like a kid, I'm not posting any pictures of them. It's just I'm gonna take pictures. I'm gonna keep them for me. I'm not gonna make a fucking Instagram for my kid. That's just weird. My sister does it, I guess, so that's fine, but not for me. I'm not gonna make an Instagram for my kid that barely probably even knows how to write when they're like 4 or 5, and then just keep it going until they're 12 and be like, here you go. I worked this up for you. Here's the password. Or, but, so many things are running through my mind. Sorry, I had to take the autism was kicking in, but it's just like, it's another word that's being thrown around a lot. Autism. You do something slightly off, and you're like, yeah, I'm autistic. Um, dude, I had a MySpace when I was 12, so who knows? Who knows? I had a MySpace when I was 12. I know my parents didn't want me to have it, which was probably the right fucking thing to do. Um, but I made one. I made one behind my parents' back at 12 years old. It's kind of weird to think at such a young age I'm over here smart enough to just, you know, make my background do all this shit. And then, you know, I was on YouTube at 12 years old, man. I'm still on fucking YouTube. I'm 30. I've been on YouTube for more than half my life. Sorry, my phone's going off. I hope it doesn't bother you guys. Um, Gonna try not to read anything until I get my ideas off because I didn't even. So I don't know. I like who knows what the future is gonna be like. Like maybe right now I'm standing on business talking about I'm not making no social media for my fucking kid, thinking I'm protecting them, but maybe I'm doing them a disservice. And by the time my kid is 8 or 9, maybe they'll have resentment. They'll be like, why didn't my dad make an Instagram for me? Fucking Tyler has an Instagram that he's had since he was 2 years old. Tyler's had an Instagram before he was born. And my fucking dad has it. Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe it's not that serious. What are the YNs into today? I know kids play games and shit. I seen something that my girl, uh, oh, not my girl, my friend's fucking girl, oh my god, posted of, like, I'm so glad my kids play with toys and not electronics, like iPads, and that's fire. I was driving in the carpool lane. I was like, they should just have a carpool lane for married people only or something. And then when we went to the gym, I saw those like clean access. I don't know how much of the country has them, if it's just California or whatever, but they got those clean access vehicles only. So if you've got a Tesla or whatever, you can go in the carpool lane. It doesn't matter if you got a second person. That's crazy. They view a Tesla as somebody who's saving gas by having another person in the car. That's cool. Carpool. My instinct when I think of carpool and all that, I'm just like, just make another fucking lane, but that's not gonna stop anything. Another lane might even just cause more traffic because it's gonna cause more confusion. More people are gonna try to get in the lane and fucking crash into each other. I don't know. Oh man, am I fucking sick, dude? I barely had any coffee. I don't know what's going on with my throat, man. I walked in that gym and it felt so fucking musty, dude. And my throat started feeling funny the second I walked out of there. And I was like, dude, I just paid $400 to fucking expose myself. So many germs. So many fucking germs. And I hate to be a germaphobe. I tend to not be like that, but kind of, it's just pissing me. I want to work out alone. It's kind of cool. Like, maybe I'm just trying to cope or whatever, but it's kind of cool that there was a lot of people there. Shut up. I'm doing a podcast. Stop antagonizing me. Sip my coffee. This coffee's fucking mid as fuck, dude. The only thing I thought was cool about the gym being crowded is that it made me think, okay, well, at least a lot of people are looking out for each other. My girl, my wife, showed showed an old picture of me from 2017. I had really bad acne in 2017, like out of nowhere. I don't know. Just like my cheeks, just like my whole fucking side of my head, just had zits on them, and it just got me thinking about, was I stressed out? I don't fucking know, dude. I know for the years 2017 and 16, for like 2 years I was pretty sober. Oh, that's another thing that I want to mention. I've been getting drunk this past vacation. I got drunk on my girl's birthday. Well, just a drink, but I felt something. I felt a little, and I might do it today. I might do it today playing fucking baseball. because I'm tired. I dealing with children. I get it. I get the idea of having a drink because of fucking children. You know, so I might have a beer or something because people want to. People now that people found out that I'm married, they want to celebrate. So, and I'm thinking maybe if I have a beer, it'll kill the fucking bacteria that's going on in my fucking throat or something. I don't know. I don't know. So, here's some more coffee. I don't even know how long we've been going. Let's do the math. It was 39 when I first started this. It's been about it's been about 50 minutes. I got my ID off. I can text. Fuck this, dude. Yeah, I went to bed. Like, what? Ugh, not feeling 100%. Maybe I just need more water. I was thinking about acne. I was like, yeah, dude. I was sober, but maybe I was stressed out. And I'm sober for the most. I haven't had reefer for since fucking January. Did I tell you guys my girl met fucking Donald Glover? Childish Gambino. I don't even know if I said that on the podcast yet. But she fucking ran into him at a Whole Foods. Nobody recognized him or anything. It was crazy. No security, no nothing. Just just insane. Just insane. Um God. Fuck this sickness, dude. I guess that's it. I feel like I said a lot of nothing. I don't know. Get out of here. Play some games or something. I don't just warm up. Um I mean, I guess I'll just remind you. I still want to be able to bench 225. And with a gym membership, I think the main ingredient that I'm missing here in getting stronger is consistency. So if I'm just consistent and not pushing myself too much, I think consistency is key, and that's what'll matter. Just like this podcast, I've been consistent nonstop, nonstop. I don't know how. It's been 5 years, guys, almost 5 years, and I haven't really taken like even anything more than a month off. Sure, there might be some fucking bullshit that came on. You guys have been on a ride the past 5 years here. There's been podcasts where I barely said a word and I'm just fiddling with a guitar. I kind of want to play the guitar, do my daily practice of the Drake Bell. I found a way. Let's do it. Let me drink some water first. Oh yeah. Oh, the moment I stood up, my stomach kind of dropped and I felt. Look at that. There's a needle on the floor. My fucking girl. My wife wants us to have children. People want us to have children, and there's needles on the ground, dude. There's needles on the ground. You really want a fucking child around here with a needle on the ground? I'm not safe in this house, dude. I'm not safe. One time, actually, let me share this with you guys. One time when I was a kid, my dad had a habit of toothpicks. He would always have a toothpick in his mouth. and he would like break them in half. I don't even know exactly the extent. I was a little kid. I was probably like 6, maybe 5 when this happened. And my dad threw a toothpick on the ground. And I remember being a little kid and running around in my living room and stepping on the toothpick, and it went straight into my foot. And I like fell to the ground, was like, ow, that fucking hurt. And then looked at my foot, and a toothpick was sticking out of my foot. And I thought of like a lion pulling a pulling a thorn out or something. There's like a cartoon where a lion is pulling something out of his fucking foot. And I was like, just yank it like that. And I yanked it, and I was leaking blood, dude. Leaking fucking blood all over the floor. I went crying to my mom. My mom was freaking out. My dad didn't get up off the couch once at all. He's like, he's fine, he's fine. And my mom's like, it's a lot of blood. He's like, all right. I think the next day I went to the hospital, and my foot was all swollen. Apparently, I'm crawling on the ground and shit. And then ever since then, no more toothpicks for my fucking dad, dude. No more toothpicks for my fucking dad, dude. And I bring it up to him now, and now he just kind of like talks about, yeah. He laughs about it. He's just like, yeah, I guess I must have had some fucking poison in my mouth for your foot to get that swollen. And now these people want me to fucking continue the cycle and have a fucking kid and just make him go through that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. My dad sent me a. My dad sent me a like a Facebook reel of My dad sent me a Facebook reel of like a little kid driving a stick shift, first time driving a car, like a truck. It was a stick shift, and it's supposed to be heartfelt and send me the algorithm of have a kid. Oh, look how cute this is, a dad teaching his son how to drive. And I go, real cute, but he's not wearing a fucking seatbelt. Why is it that people always, when I'm riding on my skateboard or something, they're like, where's your helmet? Where's your fucking where's your fucking condom, dude? You've got 3 kids. All of them were on accident. How about that? I don't get it. You don't understand steez. You don't understand style, finesse. You're trapped in your little box. And some of those people, they don't even wear seatbelts when they drive. Oh, and they just think that's that negative energy shit that I'm talking about. People just think the fucking worst. Oh, you get married. Oh, it's different now. You're married. She's gonna treat you different. I'm the fucking same person. I'm not gonna let nothing fucking change me, dude. I am who I am. And it's my business. It's my business. My girl knows what she got in. My wife knows what she got into. She knows me. I know what I got into. And I'm gonna do it how I want to fucking do it, dude. When I have a kid, I'm doing heroin. Because this is America, and I can do whatever the fuck I want, dude. Well, I never thought it would be so simple, but I found a way, found a way. And I always thought it would be too crazy, but found a way, found a way. If you open up your mind, see what's inside. It's gonna take some time to realize Why does that sound funny? Hold on. There we go. It's me, not the guitar. Uh, but if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts. Mm-mm-mm. Over your shoulder, you know that I told you I'd always be picking you up when you're down. So just turn around. Ooh. It'll be smooth. It'll be smooth one day. You just got to be consistent. Just got to keep doing it. I don't even know what fucking chords those are. I just memorize where my fingers are supposed to go. Some about E minor, C major, C G sharp, A this, A that, fuck it, Z chord, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Look at that, my house. It got one temperature higher. You know, some people kind of praise like, oh, you got to do this the right way. You got to get married before you have kids. And I kind of get that. Kind of. I get it, but it's just the only one where I really feel you got to do this first before you do anything is live with your partner. If I have to give any advice, if anybody wants to hear it, dude. And this is that shit that if you're an intelligent person and you're listening to the advice that I'm about to give and you have this thought of yeah, yeah, I know. Then congratulations. But if you hear this and you think I've never thought of it that way, you're kind of a fucking idiot. So listen up. Um Dude, it's mucho important to be living with your partner before you fucking do anything, dude. Like I know the traditional way is you're supposed to get married and then move in together. Yeah, fuck all that, dude. That's supposed to, what is that? Is that a religious thing? Who fucking knows, dude? But what if, and this is coming from somebody who did it the way how they want to do it. All right. And I'm sure accidents happen. There's uh-oh babies. Okay, so you just have to fucking live with your mistakes with that one. And it's just okay, we have a kid. I guess we're living together, you know? So maybe and that's when it's out of my control, out of my ballpark cuz I don't have children. So maybe it's different. Maybe if even though me and my girl have been living together for like over 5 years, it's going on 6 years or whatever. When we have a kid, it's totally different when it was just the two of us. But honestly, I kind of like just the fucking two of us. It's enough stress. It's enough. But you have to think I've had it's kind of crazy to think that it's a luxury to think of that I've been living with my girl for 6 years. And one day I'm gonna have a fucking kid. Can we stretch that 6 years to 10? You know, let's stretch it out. Let's have 10 years of just the two of us, and then we'll have a kid. And then when that kid grows up, we'll be like, man, everything was fucking fine before you came here. Then I had to start doing heroin. I was throwing toothpicks. All your wife, I mean, my wife, your mom was throwing fucking needles all over the floor. By the way, yeah, the needle was for fucking knitting or threading or whatever, okay? We're not really doing needles here. And even if we were, mind your own business. Um, what am I fucking talking about, dude? Oh, fucking advice. Just just get to know your person. Like when you live with somebody, I just can't. You really trying to risk that? You really trying to risk like proposing to a woman Like, I mean, every relationship is different, I guess. You know who you know, but it's like, imagine marrying somebody and they lived a state away. That is nerve-wracking, in my opinion. I play it safe. I remember there was a girl that lived like a city away from me. Like you still had to hop on the freeway to see her, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Oh man, I was so fucking dumb, dude. And then I saw her house and saw that she lived in a one. I tell my friends this all the time, but I don't know if I ever told the podcast this. There was this girl that I liked, and I was seeing her, and then I saw her house, and it was a 1 story house, and then she had kind of a shitty car, and that shit shouldn't matter, but I'm an immature 18-year-old, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, man. This girl looks kind of broke. She got a 1 story house. I gotta get on my freeway to see you. Oh man, I was so dumb, but God works in mysterious ways, and now I have my wife. So yeah, I was. That's so shallow of me. I feel like as a 30-year-old, you shouldn't really fucking care what car. I guess it was just kind of the personality online didn't really match the real them. And I think that's where my judginess came from. I was like, you kind of act a little lavish when you're not. That's all it really was. That's all it was. Um Anywho, um just giving out fucking advice. So yeah, this is where my mindset is coming from with you want to marry somebody, dude, and you don't even know if they're going to accidentally use your toothbrush or little things or I don't know, you just get people want to move fast, especially women as they get older. Women, once a woman gets to once a woman gets to 25, they expecting a lot. They expecting a lot with not much to offer. It's just he's got a fucking. I was just watching a video. I think his name's Jack something. Shout out to that guy. So I'm not gonna quote him too much, but I think at 25 is kind of when a girl's like, oh fuck, I'm not taken care of. You could say girls want to be business driven and all of this stuff, but I think it's just kind of a cope that they can't find a man. Um, and I talk about this with some of my friends. Well, it's like I feel like women, women. I'm not a woman. I'm not trans. I don't fucking. All I know is my straight toxic masculine brain and the smart. I like to think toxic masculine men think a lot more logically than a woman, the emotional driven woman. So, well, this is the number one quote that my dad tells me: "Don't listen to women. You just don't listen to women, and you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't let a woman, um, it's just background noise. They don't really know what they want. You have to be, that's the thing about being a man, because you're not really a man if you're listening to the woman in terms of I need a man who does this or this. That. You just you just do it. You just do what you do as a man. You gotta know what's right and wrong. I'm not gonna go out and fucking what's a man thing to do? I don't know. That like a woman find manly or whatever is fucking I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. Chopping firewood. Let's scratch this. I feel like I had something important to say and I'm getting off track. So talking about not listening to women, that's important. Talking about oh yeah, women want a lot and they don't have much to offer. You know. It's an old joke. I don't want to sound like a hacky comedian, It's a man's duty to not be fucking driven by pussy, you know? You do all this, you get a good job, you fucking get in shape, you get a nice car, you do all this stuff for pussy. And what happens when you finally get pussy, when you really think about it, there's nothing even in there. There's nothing. You're just doing all this for a hole of nothing. That's a joke. I did not write that. I know Chris D'Elia's done it, and you guys fucking everybody knows this. And if you're listening to this and be like, "Oh fuck," okay, okay, you're dumb. You're surface level, dude. Um, I think this podcast is honestly surface level, at least right now. This episode is pretty surface fucking level. I don't think I've really explained anything too mind blowing here, but I'm losing it, guys. I forgot exactly. Women want around age 25. Oh yeah, and then there's what? Yeah. I found it. I think I think guys are kind of like the same. They feel, but there is some kind of conflict. Like maybe because I've got friends who have kids and families and careers, and I have friends that still stay at home with their parents, and I feel like they treat each other the same. Maybe there's a little bit of when they're up at night, they're like, "Fuck, man, what's wrong with me?" There's a little bit of that, but I think men handle it a little bit better. But maybe that's just this is my straight male toxic masculine brain calculations because I mainly interact with men as opposed to women. I'm not really interacting with single women like that, but I think women want. I think it's just in their DNA. Like women want to be taken care of. They want, that family. And I feel like that what's wrong with me kicks in a little bit harder with women because there's some women that have kids, that have a man, and this is just all based on like, how people probably see each other on social media or something, right? And then girls have that expiration date. They have that the wall, if you may, that people talk about. Um, so I think like as a man, if you're single, you especially at 30 or late 20s, mid 20s, 25 to fucking 40, dude. I feel like a man will still be like, I got time, at 40. I know a fucking chick that's my age, maybe like a year or two older than me, and she married a 50-year-old man and had a kid with him. And that's normal. That's not it wasn't on the news, guys. This is somebody I know in my life. so So yeah, I don't know. As a man, you kind of see that and be like, yeah, dude, I got the fucking rest of my life to start a family. And then girls are just like, oh man, the window's closing, because these 50-year-old men aren't finding other 50-year-old women. They're finding young, fucking newer model YWs, young women. And as a woman, to sympathize, I almost said synthesize, to sympathize. uh I understand it. I understand the fucking rush. You're fucking 25. And some people, but I think it's also the opposite. There's some girls that probably they got started real early. They started having kids at fucking 22 or something. And then they look at their single friends that are going out and they just feel like, ugh, I'm trapped. These fucking kids. I'm tired of Miss Rachel. I'm tired of Miss Rachel. I wanna go out. I wanna pop bottles. I wanna pop my pussy. I wanna find a rich 50-year-old man. And then they got some maybe like an ain't shit baby. It all depends on the baby daddy, What if you know, the baby daddy plays a factor too, husband, whatever. And some people just get fucking locked in with 3 kids or 27, whatever, and they just never had those raging 25s or those raging 20s to early 30s where they're just, you know, But then there's the ones that don't have kids, they don't have a man there, and they're just like, what's wrong with me? How come nobody wants to fucking lock me in a box with fucking Miss Rachel? I want Miss Rachel. I want the cute fucking kids. So basically, what I'm saying, either way, if you're a woman, you're fucked. It doesn't matter. You're fucked because your fucking brain is telling you that the grass is greener on the other side. What you need to do is have fucking one kid with a solid guy, have enough babysitters like family to take care of that fucking kid while both y'all fucking go out and travel and have fun while you're raising a kid, and then before you know it your kid's fucking out of school while you had your fucking fun, and then you get divorced, and then you fucking the fucking dad gets another YW, starts all over again, baby. Nah, I'm kidding. On the last part, let's drink some coffee. That shit kind of kicking in. We at 55 minutes. I feel like I'm just getting fucking warmed up, bitch. I need to get warmed up. That's something that I've realized in my life. I gotta get warmed the fuck up with everything, skateboarding, everything. I used to think I wasn't a warm up guy. I used to think warm ups were gay, and not gay as in fucking homosexual. Gay as in stupid. Uh, Oh, this podcast is not for everyone, dude. Oh, I met some lady at Benihana, dude. After we got married, we went to Benihana, and we met some lady, and her name was Ebony. I'm surprised I remember her name. Yeah, I've only met one other Ebony in my life, and this was definitely not her. This lady, I'm not gonna put her I'm gonna put her age out there. Actually, she's older. She's older than me, and she has a podcast. She has a podcast. Fuck, what is it called? I subscribed on YouTube, but I'm subscribed to like 2,000 people on YouTube. Oh fuck, I don't know, but she knows some rappers that I know. Her son's like 18 or something, and maybe she'll stumble upon this podcast. I don't know, and she was talking about how she's passionate about her podcast and all of this stuff, and how she wants it to take over her 9 to 5. And I slipped it in there. I was like, I too have a podcast. And then she got it. I actually am kind of embarrassed when I tell people I have a podcast because of my opinions. Let me take my dog out. I think she wants to go potty. You want to go potty? Go outside. And what happened? Boy, I'm fucking warmed up. The fast is kicking in, dude. I feel my brain fucking eating itself. I feel my body eating the fat off me. This feels good. I'm gonna drink a rain later. I still feel the shit in my throat. I feel a little like sick, but I'm like, fuck it, dude. We move. We live, you know? But yeah, I always don't like telling people I have a podcast. It just feels kind of cliche, kind of fucking, It is a passion of mine, here I am 5 years deep. But um for the most part, people get excited. People get excited. And I think I don't want to toot my horn too much. I don't know. But it does make me feel good when people tell me they listen to the podcast, because sometimes I do just think I'm just yelling into the void. And this shit takes practice, it's like low level stage fright sometimes. I get used to it. I don't give a fuck about messing up. I just burped 30 seconds ago hella loud, and some people will probably be like, "Oh my god, they just care too much about it." But I've always kind of been somebody who doesn't care. Whatever. I'm about to do some I just butchered the Drake and Josh song on this. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? If you a hardcore listener, if you fucking know, that it's getting better. You know that it's getting better. I don't know the last time I fucking went on here, but it was a couple episodes ago. And I came up on here and it was getting better, dude. So, fuck was I on, dude? I wish I knew her podcast to give it a shout out. I don't even know what brought that up. I seen some lady. Um, I don't know if she had like an Instagram or anything, but oh, that's what it was. I just told her my podcast was raw. That was the best way to put it. Like I kind of hesitated on like what it's about, and I just said it's it's raw, and me saying raw triggered her, and she's talking about how she's been raw and how she's been like sober, no alcohol, no weed for a while, and lately she has been feeling raw, her raw self, and she was like, I'm about to start crying right now, that was the word yesterday for me, and you just brought it up, and she was all about God and all of this stuff, and this is right after we got married. We told her we got married, and she was like, think of your marriage as a triangle. The two of you are at the bottom of the triangle, and at the top is God. The closer you get to God, the closer you get. And okay. Dude, that's just me. I be pissing my girl off, my wife, a little bit with that, dude. She's on the fucking Christianity brain rot, bro. You get these fucking people that are doing stand up, basically wearing fucking suits and looking all clean to the press with a microphone. You know, Jesus, Jesus was put, Jesus was Jesus was crucified on the wood. On wood. The cross was made of wood, for those of you who don't know. So every time you unroll that backwood and you roll the devil's lettuce on that backwood and you light it up, you're lighting up the wood of the cross and you're burning Jesus. And I can do it. I think I could do it. I think I'd make a great preacher. I think I'd start believing in my own shit. And yeah, my girl don't like it. She's like, "You're making fun of it." I'm like, "Dude, but I'm trying to show you their bullshit. I'm trying to show you that this is what they're low key doing. It's just people with charisma that are taking advantage of people that don't have it. And then so when you're afraid to get up on a stage or whatever and holler your bullshit and you look at them and you say, "Wow, this is powerful." You're like, "No, it's not, dude. This is a fucking theatrics. This is a show that they're putting on." That's just me. That's just me. It's above. It's not about like religion or denying religion or something. It's just about some of these corporations or some of these organizations, these people that I feel are taking advantage of. But at the end of the day, and I'm starting to realize this about myself that this is why I'm the bad guy. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not doing anything wrong. They're promoting being a good person. That's all it is. And it's up to those people to actually be a good person. But sometimes I just think people are so dumb that they're not going to be good people. That's all I'm saying. No matter how much you fucking pump the Bible in people, how much you go to church or whatever, people are still going to be people. They're still going to be dumb people. So what if I'm already kind of the bad guy to just be pointing fingers like, look at these fucking clowns or whatever. I could say it as much as I want. I could say it and that's fine. But it's like, okay, I think I talked about somebody cut me in line at In-N-Out about a month ago. Somebody cut me in fucking line, like blatantly. And so many things went through my head. And I was like, dude, I really just want to fucking pop this dude's tires with my knife or something. And then what if the police were to come? What if the police were to come and I just go, he cut me in line. He cut me in line. Now I'm the fucking idiot. Now I'm the fucking idiot. You know? Do I really need to take it to the next level? and fucking pop some dude's tires or shatter his windows because he cut me in line. At that point, yes, he's a fucking dickwad, and I hope he gets cancer or something bad happens to him. I really am putting that energy out there because he cut me in line. Why? Because I'm petty. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, bitch. You mess with the wrong person. So I put a hex on your ass. You fucking big nose Hyundai driver, little bitch. But that's all right. You cut me in line. That's all right. If you want to take it to the next level and you want to chonk it, you hit me first. It's over, bitch. It's over. That's where how are you gonna cut somebody in line and then try to assault them? That's where it's fucked up. But if I assault somebody because they cut me in line, now I took it a step forward. So I'm saying this with the whole Christianity bullshit. I don't necessarily agree with churches and stuff like that. But even just me kind of talking about it is just, I kind of look like a fucking dickhead, don't I? Don't I? What if I were to take it to the next level? Because I went to church. I went to church on Christmas, and the first thing that went through my mind was like, they didn't check me for a gun, dude. This is like, this is scary. Anybody could come up in here and just fucking blast us all, and I don't like that. I don't like that. And I'm not saying I would blast somebody in church, but let's just say maybe the person who fucking blasts up a church or whatever, maybe they were kind of saying the certain things that I was saying in their manifesto or whatever. But the moment you walk in there and pull that trigger, that's when you're totally in the fucking wrong. You're really going to shoot a bunch of people for doing like, that's just as blatant and obvious as it fucking gets. And so I don't know where I was going with that. Cheeky, shut up. And so uh, um, let me let my dog in. Ah, fuck. Come on. What happened? Let me take a sip of my coffee. I start talking about shooting up churches, and I'm like, what was I talking about? Just forget about it. No, I had something there. You get the message, right? That might be a little less than surface level. A little lower. That might be, we in the crust a little. We dug deep into the crust a little bit more. What did I want to share? Oh God, I forgot what I wanted to share. Cut me in line, in and out. Fucking religion, manifesto. Let me take a piss. People are gonna be dumb. Man, I lost it. I forgot what I wanted to share. Damn it. Damn it, I forgot what I wanted to share. Damn it. I think I'm gonna cut some weeds later. That's what I wanna do. I feel like shit coming, and that's good because I was fucking starving. But I know there's some shit in me, and I need to get it out. God damn it, what did I wanna. Let me sit back down where I was. Maybe it'll come back to me. Ugh. Religion. I'm not doing anything. I'm just being quiet. I'm just trying to think about what I wanted to say. What was it? I don't want to just leave off with that. It's not how I wanted to end it. Talking about shooting a fucking place up. Um, how are you gonna mess with people who are trying to do nothing wrong? I don't know. Man, I wish I knew where I was going with that. That's a really bad thing to end up on that subject of just just talking about rats. I lost it. Lately I feel like my voice has been getting higher, and I actually don't like that. Maybe it's my energy. Maybe maybe I have more energy, but it felt like a year or so ago my voice was deeper. Now it's getting back high again. I don't know what's going on. And now my throat kind of hurts, so I don't think it's affecting my voice. I'm just kind of coughing a little here and there. But hmm, I had something I wanted to share. Oh, it's coming back to me. It's coming back. Yes, so I was telling my friend about this. Not necessarily exactly what I was saying. I was just saying how I was annoyed with the Christianity shit. And he was like, dude, why are you so against it? But mind you, this friend is also, he grew up in a church. He didn't like it. Not grew up in a church like he just went to church like a normal fucking person, but he'd be there every Sunday for like 3 fucking hours. And I always talk about like I kind of like my experience with church. We didn't spend 3 hours a Sunday. We just spent at least one. I did like Catholic, school, not like actual Catholic school, but after regular public school, I'd go to the church and study for like an hour or two. I was older too. I was like in middle school when I should have been doing it in elementary. And dude, I wasn't retaining any of that information. Um, yeah, my friend was just so like, why are you so against it? Like, what's the big deal? Like, isn't it just kind of fun? Like, don't you just want to humor it and just kind of like, it's fun. It's fun to kind of just praise Jesus and all this stuff. And then we go, and he was talking about how he's a single guy. He's got the same toxic masculine brain as me. And I was like, dude, okay, what if you met a girl? And one of the subjects was just like, doing things that you don't want to do for a girl. Like, let's say, oh, what if a girl like really liked going hiking and you just weren't into it, but you just sucked it up? Like, and that's what I was saying with him. I was like, would you just suck it up and just fucking go to church? Like, what if there was a girl who marked all of the fucking boxes that you liked? She had a good job, she was nice, she cooked, she cleaned, she obeyed, she sucked dick real good or whatever, and then you know, she's Christian, like hardcore, and she's like, but you have to go to church with her every Sunday for 1 hour. He's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Really? I was like, what? Like what? So what's the deal with? Oh, it's fun. Why don't you just play along? That's where I'm coming from because that's where I'm at right now. They want my girl to read my wife. They want my wife to read the fucking Bible every night. You really expect? She don't even know how to read. You know? I have ADHD brain to the max, dude. I'll read the fucking end. I'll read a page of the Bible, and at the very end, I'll be like, "What the fuck was that?" Using all these fucking big words that a YA can't understand. Oh, and that's why they have Bible study and people gather together and they go to church so they can decipher. Why don't they just fucking decipher it for you? Why are they gonna, it's beyond me, dude. It's beyond me. Motherfuckers, there's so much. There's so much. And then when you have a question, they're like, questioning it is a sin. You're not supposed to question. You're just supposed to believe. Like, what the fuck kind of Michael Jackson raping little boy type of talk is that? Don't question it. Just let this dick in your ass. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? That sounds like the biggest gaslighting shit ever, or whatever the fuck, dude. I can't think for myself. There are certain times though in my life I'm like, there's something going on. There's such, a YA blessed. I took a little vacation. I drove along the coast. I was just looking at how beautiful the world is and how like perfect everything was. Like, man, there's, besides the fucking all of Gaza and all the children fucking getting bombed and killed and all of this stuff. The world's kind of a beautiful place when you take away all the fucking missing people from Mexico and the sex trafficking and the fentanyl problem that we have and the homelessness and when you fucking obey the law and you just be a good person and you take your PTO, Your 1 week out of the year to fucking go to the edge of the country. The world is God did a good job here. We did a good, yeah, let's just take no responsibility as people and just put it all up to God. And then people want to say, God gave us free will. It's up to us. And all this stuff, and all that. I get it. I get it. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it? Maybe I'm just too dumb. Maybe I'm just like everybody else, but just a different kind of dumb. That's what I think it is. I don't think these people are smarter than me, but I don't think they're dumber than me either. I think I'm just dumb, and it's just when Armageddon happens or whatever, and I get sent to hell, or if I get sent to hell, however it works, I don't know. I'll just be. I guess I was just dumb. I was too dumb to see. Sorry, sorry. I like to think I'm a good person. I gave somebody a ride home from the skate park out of my way. They said they were going to give me money. I said, "Don't worry about it." So I think that should you know, I didn't slash that guy's tires who cut me in line at In-N-Out. Here I am, a month later, still thinking about it. That guy's probably not thinking about it. He probably cut so many other people in line. I hope something bad happened to him. Every time I see that, oh, there was a car accident on the freeway or something, big traffic, stay away. I always think, I hope the person who's in that accident, I hope it's somebody I don't like. I hope it's somebody who deserved it. That's what I hope. How long have we been rolling here? It's been uh, an hour and 16 minutes. 2 nights ago, I was watching a bunch of Tiny Desk concerts. I never really watched them, but they got fucking everybody has one, dude. Fucking Cypress Hill has a Tiny Desk concert. It's fucking everybody's doing one, man. Uh, yeah, I was watching Tiny Desk concerts and found out who fucking Doechii is. She's good. She can rap. She can sing. There was some that was really good. Sabrina Carpenter is actually pretty good. Um, she's a good performer. She's got a good voice. And there was some that was just fucking absolute ass. Tyler the Creator, big fan of Tyler the Creator. His was ass, dude. He was making them bitches sing overtime. And I guess I watched it when it first came out, and I didn't finish it, and then I gave it a second try, and my wife was like, "I see why you didn't finish it." Let me watch this skate clip one day, and then real quick, and then I'm thinking about doing a freestyle, little a little rap freestyle. I kind of wanted to do a podcast of just a whole hour of just freestyling on some YouTube beats. Now let's see. Intro to Rollins. This is Skate IQ. It's basically the new Braille. I'd be real pissed if this guy's in Scientology.
going to do more harm than it will good. Let's pay attention to where we're actually landing in the transition. It's not that steep here. So don't worry about feeling like you have to throw yourself down and into the transition. Just set your shoulders at a decent, comfortable angle. Stay balanced over the board and let yourself tip into the ramp. Not so much throwing yourself from the deck. You gonna do some pull-ups? All right, my friend, what's your name? Daniel, nice to meet you, Daniel. You got a tough grip. Are you calisthenics guy? Nice. Record today is 25.
25.
2,
See how many he does.
3, 4, there we go. 5, 6, 7,
Oh, yeah.
8,
He's good.
9, 10, 11.
Video ain't even halfway over. He had 12 pull-ups.
There we go. 14, 15. Record today is 25, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Look at the focus. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Oh, 28. I did more than that, bitch.
28 reps. That's the high score today at the Fit Expo. Great job. Thanks for coming by. Just a very casual guy. Just rolls up, does 28 pull-ups. You gonna do some pull-ups?
Nice.
All right, my friend.
He
What's your
stopped
name?
so others can have a chance.
Nice. Record today is 25. 1, 2, chest to bar. 3, 4.
Okay. Yeah, no, 28 pull-ups is a lot, dude. I can't. Dude, let's see how many pull-ups I can do fresh right here, right on the fucking podcast after sitting on my ass for an hour and 20 minutes. Let's see. I have a bunch of liked videos here. I want to see where the hell are the beats? There was beats that I was looking for. Hold on. Where the hell are the beats? I had some beats that I liked on my. Here we go. This is not it. There we go. Let's do some pull-ups to this beat. Promise you, it's audio only, but I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. I have clothes hanging on the pull-up bar. How do I want to do this? This is a good grip. Let's see how many I could do. Hold on. I gotta move these out the way just in case. How many fresh can I do? No warm up, no nothing. I'm gonna aim for 15. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21. 21. I probably could have done more, but 21's a good one. I know, Benny. Very impressive. 21 pull-ups. Woo! Got the heart pumping. Woo! Who needs a gym membership, dude? I got a pull-up bar. I got jump rope. I got 10-pound weights for, like shoulders. Them hard shoulder shits. I got the perfect push-up thingy. I got a punching bag. I got a skateboard. I got my body, dude. All I gotta do is move my body. 21 pull-ups. Let's do chin-ups. That's when the palms are facing you because I put the clothes back on the pull-up bar. And let's get it from 21 to I don't know, fucking 30? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh! It's crazy how I need to work on the chin-ups. The chin-ups are supposed to be easier than pull-ups, but I've done so many chin-ups. I've done so many pull-ups that they're easier now because I've neglected the chin-ups. But that just shows you my muscular imbalances probably. Let's do 5 more. We're at 25, 26, 27, 28, 9. Oh, one more. 30. Just 30 fucking pull-ups, just like that. And how many minutes? How many minutes? Like 9 minutes? Wow, 9 minutes. Fucking. Oh, wait, no. 21. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to take me to do 30 pull-ups. Get the fuck out of here, dude. This is a 2 minute 30 beat. 2 minute 30 second beat. Let's try to freestyle this a little bit. Yeah, but after watching Tiny Desk, I was a little inspired. Like, oh shit, I kind of want to make some music again. And my girl's been nagging me like all year actually to get back on music, and throughout our whole my wife, this whole relationship, she's always been like, we gotta make a song, but she don't do nothing. She just wants me to be a fucking Benny Blanco, and she's been really getting into Benny Blanco lately, dude. She keeps saying that me and her, the Selena and Benny Blanco, and I don't like that. Kinda, it's an insult a little bit, but Benny Blanco seems cool. Let's do this beat, let's freestyle. Yeah, I'm going in. Yeah, I'm going real in. So in, you wanna get out, yeah. I'm going so in, you surface level. Yeah, I'm the fucking devil, I'm a fucking rebel. I'ma beat your ass with a fucking candy cane. Then I'ma send your ass back to Spain without no passport, yes. I be smoking all them Newports. All the dark on the fresh of the Newports. Cause I'm winded. I just did 30 pull-ups while you ain't do nothing but say yuck. Every time you hear me rap, I'm the best. Because I'm the only one on the beat, yes, fuck the rest. I'm so bad at this, you don't even know. I will never hit this. I'll never hit the gun store and go get a gun and then shoot up a bunch of people, no. I buy guns for self-defense, you already know. If you get past my fence, you getting blasted in the fucking face. Cause I don't want you to ever win the case. It's gonna be me, my lawyer, against whoever representing your dead ass. Yeah, I'm so dead ass, like a fat person sitting down watching. What rhymes with ass? What rhymes with ass? What's a show that rhymes with ass? Oh, I'm rapping in the phone like it's a microphone. Rapping in the phone like it's a microphone. You already know that I'ma break your fucking bones with the skateboard straight across your neck. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you off the razor tail on my fucking deck. That's the nose, bitch. I hit the nose every single time I do it, cause I knows how to do a nollie kick flip. Nollie kick flip is the only trick I know. Yeah, I go stupid, dumb, smart. I'm a toxic masculine brain going through the fucking frame. Yeah, I broke the door frame off the fucking hinges just to let these bitches know that. Know that. You know that. If you know, then you know, cause you know that. Yeah, I'm watching all that. Yeah, cause I'm so fat, sitting on my ass. Yes, I'm dead ass. That's what rhymes with gas. Ass? Wait. That's a nice beat. I gave that one a like. Freestyle, just a little freestyle. Just a little. Here's another 230. Yeah. 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 and not a poet. I don't even know the rules of a fucking haiku. All I know is that I'm evil, like Majin Buu, but I'm a nice dude. You don't even know how cool I really am. I'm so fucking cool off the internet. You don't even know my bitch wears fish. My wife wears fishnets. Yeah, yeah. Look at all this fucking money that I spent. My wife has 3 different fishnets. We don't even like going fishing at all. Why? Why is it you can have a kid for free but you need a license to fish? Yeah. What a fucking dumb thing about the world. Yeah. I think the carpool lane is a pyramid scheme. You already know that I'm sipping on the lean. I'm talking about lean milk, 1% made out of soybeans. I make hibachi, sachi, wachis off the fucking fuck, 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 fuck. That's what I said when I went to bed every single day. I dream about work. I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go to work. Oh shit, I got that PTO. Oh yeah, you already know that you know from the last track. We know we on PTO. Fuck Drake Bell in the ass is what Dan Schneider wanted to do when he was with Amanda Bynes. You already know that we made hella hits off Vine. I deleted my Vine because it was low-key racist. Talking about them YNs and all them M's that I'm making. Yeah, that I'm making. I be faking everything that I post up. April Fools. My wife. Yep. You know it. How about this one? This boy. This is Predwatch, by the way. The person making these beats has been on the podcast. So here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, you already know that I work in concrete so I could get all the bricks. I hit you in the fucking face with a brick cause I was caught your bitch sucking on my dick and she really loved me so I had to fucking kill you off, collect that life insurance. You already know that it's insured, that I got no nothing to the insure. I be drinking Ensure, doing 30 pull-ups in a row on my 30th birthday. You know, there's no way but I got it on video. It's not AI. It was just hard work and muscle. You already know the dedication and the struggle. This beat is too good for me. I suck at rapping. I'm a man. Yeah. I'm a just yeah. I'ma go so in, I'ma go so hard, you already know. 10 toes down that I go so far. I'ma put gas in my car and we're gonna drive the highway. You already know, by the way, my name is Highland. Yeah. What? I don't even know what I'm saying. I wish I could speak another language. I wish I could speak another language. So I could just fucking omelette do fromage, merci, maracu, and just fucking sound all so fucking cool. Ah, man. Yeah, I'm drinking water with coffee. You already know that I'm sweet like a toffee. I get stuck to your teeth. I break your bones. I'm hanging up the phone. We do room service in this bitch. You already know. Oh, that just reminds me. I did a room review actually on the fucking hotel that I was in for my hotel. Should probably check that out. Should probably check that out. What time is it? Maybe I'll upload the video. I'll see you guys later. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm embarrassing myself on this podcast. Bye. It's Osama bin Laden Laken. Catch y'all later in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Email me suicidelogs@gmail.com. You can find me on YouTube at Marconi Puma, Twitter Marky the Puma, Instagram Suicide Logs. I'll probably put the link tree in the description of this if you wanna holla, collaborate, and we'll make art. this is a beautiful work of art of an hour and 30 minutes of just